Hello there, folks. Thank you so much for checking out my channel. My name is Sarah, and you've reached me here at Reflexive Moon Tarot. So we are doing a monthly reading, and hopefully we'll get to all the signs, starting with Aries. Yeah, we'll just go in order, and we'll begin with setting some good intentions for the month of July. It's summer. So I'm hoping that everybody is getting some summery action happening for themselves, getting out in the sun. I know it's not easy, especially with for folks who have 9-to-5s. P.S. You will most likely hear my offspring in the background. So, without further ado, we're going to pull an oracle card for each sign as well from Mildred's deck. And we have wish reverse. So, what you wish for may not be your command. Or you might find that someone that you thought was going to grant you a wish is not the case. But let's see, Aries. That's kind of a bummer. You're kind of at a loss, but at the same time, you're not like... Poison is kind of like the devil, where it's like you've picked your poison kind of thing. Like you're not bound to anything. So that's good. So let's see what Tarot has to say for Aries. All right. So we have the Lovers reversed, and interestingly, the Six of Pentacles. So you're having a hard time like accepting yourself, aspects of yourself perhaps, or you're, balancing out your masculine and feminine energy. And, it's pretty, like as an Aries, like it's pretty strong for you. So I think that giving of yourself to others is kind of going to be your saving grace. So whatever that means to you, you may consider getting involved in philanthropy, working for a nonprofit, or volunteering with a nonprofit organization, or just even giving people money when they ask you for it on the street. That is a true act of generosity as far as I'm concerned, without question. Not worrying about whatever it is they're going to be spending it on, because that's none of your business, right? So we have the Ace of Wands. The Ace of Wands is lots of fiery energy, raw fiery energy, action energy is overlooking the situation. That's what the universe is reflecting on you right now. So you may have some ideas brewing, or even just like you may have the urge to want to do something new, and you haven't even really come up with an idea yet, but you just kind of want to put some focus on that energy. Your mind is a little bit like you lack focus on some level, or there's just a resistance to learning and becoming a little bit more outside of the box thinking, which can put you at a loss. So be careful watch out for missed opportunities, because the Knight of Swords is really a night about learning. they kind of like get their fix off of like analyzing the nature and dynamics of the actions that they're about to take or the direction that they're moving in. So knowing thyself is kind of the name of the night's game. And when this night is in reverse, there's just a little bit of something that they're not really paying attention to, or might be having a hard time being honest with yourself about various aspects of you. I also forgot to say Happy Pride. Just had Pride this past weekend, so. Queen of Cups, reversed, in your past. So there's a person, probably or possibly a feminine, who's been kind of emotionally manipulative towards you throughout your life, and that's influenced you in some type of way. This could be a friend, it could be your mom, it could be your auntie. It could also be, you know, it doesn't really matter what they have going on in between their legs or what gender they identify with. This is just somebody, I mean, it could even be you coming to terms with the ways in which you can be very emotionally manipulative, that to a point where it could hinder the growth of others. It's like interference. But, oh, we have a little, oh, we got only two here. Okay. So we have the Ten of Cups reverse. Oh no, these came up right. I flipped them over. What am I talking about? 10 of Cups. So happiness and love in the near future. And you know, this reverse knight is willing to go back to the drawing board to sort of own up to the need to grow, acknowledging that there is a great deal of room for growth, and taking flight with that new desire to learn the ways. We have Temperance. So you appear to be very balanced and kind of just like emotionally present. Good boundaries, a great sense of detachment. This very Sagittarian energy. So protective and just I don't know. I really find that Sagittarians are really great at giving people the space that they need. I think it's because they like lots of space. So your fear is about confrontation, conflict, people even trash talking you, I would say. And this month is your month to shine and learn how to become a better teacher, how to create systems that work for you to help you, I guess, channel this fabulous fiery energy that you have going on. I'm thinking July is about like really feeling good about you and what it is that you do, and coming to terms with, you know, some of the things like mistakes that you've made, but learning how to basically take the necessary steps back in order to move forward. And you will complete this cycle within your mental realm. So, Aries, that is July for you. I'm liking this. There's a lot of action happening. Maybe it's like action. Anyways, thanks so much for checking out this reading. And we're going to move on to Taurus. Okay. So, Taurus, I hope things are going well for you. And that you're enjoying your summer. Let's see how July is going to look for Taurus. Okay, so there is some time that you have been taking and that you will be taking just to sort of like hold down the fort. It might not be, there might not be a lot of action. You may have been dealing with a lot of action that might not have been that positive for you at this time. Up until now, I should say. So it's kind of like you're a bit of a wounded warrior. Just try to stay cool, be chill, and heal your wounds. There's absolutely nothing wrong with that. Everything that you've worked for is valid. That's what the Nine of Swords says. Sorry, the Nine of Wands. And this, I feel like, just clarifies that. Everything that you've been doing, all of the fun stuff, all of the boring stuff, just everything that you've been doing is like a piece of the pie. And it's necessary. And things may seem kind of dull for you, just dealing with your daily grind. But that's okay. Like, life is not always about the next party, right? You have responsibilities that, you know, work might be causing you to neglect. You want to make more money as well. And you're about to embark on a new journey of well-being, just taking a risk and just really listening to what, just really trying to listen to what your ancestors are telling you, Taurus. It's really important because you don't want to end up in the unhappy place, which is, you know, a thing of the past, 100%. Moving forward, just be mindful of people that are trying to rob you of your energy, rob you of your stuff even perhaps. This is more so robbing you of your dignity and trash talking you. So I would say don't let it bother you. People are going to talk shit no matter who you are, where you go, how much money you make, what you're wearing, what you cook that day. It doesn't matter what you cooked, whatever you know, whatever. So the King of Pentacles. This is your immediate future. Oh no, this is your attitude, sorry. You got money on your mind and you are a master at manifesting, and you even have a very like natural gift to manage as well. People see that when it comes to your emotions, though, there's a lack of balance. You're somewhat imbalanced. So that might be something that you want to work on, or at least faking it until you make it. And the greatest hope to have is to be this awesome queen. Why not? This is my favorite queen, the Queen of Swords. The Queen of Swords is emotionally intelligent, able to nurture others to their fullest capacity, can sometimes be a little bit harsh with their words, very sharp, but for the greater good, and is brilliant. like intellectually at the top. So taking the time that you need to reflect on whatever it is that you need to do to sort of reach this goal. What do you want to learn? What do you feel you need to know to channel your inner Mensa? That is the question, Taurus. And I would say it has a lot to do with kind of putting your own guilty pleasures or even just codependency in check. That is the key. That's how you're going to get it done. So take the time that you need. All right, so now we will move on to Gemini. Okay. All right. Okay, so how is July going to go for Gemini? We have the Hermit. So recognizing your inner awesomeness that will help folks lead, that will lead the way for other folks. This could also be a period of solitude that you're in that is going to level you up from, you know, Gandalf the Grey to Gandalf the White. Emotionally speaking, though, there is either within you or a person outside of yourself who is very emotionally manipulative. You might be tricking yourself into feeling like, just feeling really down. This could be like depression, anxiety. If it's you, if it's somebody else, I would definitely say they are, you know, most likely trying to suck you in to some codependent dance of codependency. And this could also speak to a lack of honesty with feelings as well. So how do you actually feel about a person? Are you selling yourself short by not speaking up and telling somebody how you feel? Or are you involved with somebody and you actually don't feel that great about them? You know, transactional relationships are real. So what is it that you want and how are you going to get that? And it does sound kind of like bitchy, but it's truth telling. It's truth talk, you know? Watch my little TNT segment, Tea and Tarot. So within your home, though, you're good. You're feeling good even in your own body. And that, I don't know, I feel like there's nothing to complain about. You know, if you're feeling comfortable, if you're unbothered, moisturized, and hydrated. Oh my gosh, there's this really awesome DJ, Mark Ribier. Anyways, check him out. He's hilarious. And despite feeling unbothered, moisturized, and hydrated, you are feeling like a lack of confidence, which could be the reason why the King of Cups came through reversed. Emotionally, you are not prepared for the unknown. So anxiety might be getting the best of you at this time, unfortunately. But July is the month that we're facing this, right? We're gonna switch up this narrative and deal with our past, because we know that we are exactly where we need to be in our lives. There's no other route. You are exactly where you need to be. And you have had confirmation of that in the past, perhaps even more than once or twice. Now, this could also indicate that this period of emotional stuff that you're dealing with that's, you know, coming up is related to trauma on some level, your cycle of trauma. Perhaps a year ago around this time you went through some shit, or this is the time where, you know, you perhaps lost a loved one. And that could even be the case if this is a person that's outside of you as well. Struggling to stay, like, I want to say tied down, but to just sort of like, you might be feeling very antsy or restless in the near future. Struggling to feel good about everything that you've accomplished. Could be kind of like midlife crisis-y type of vibes, depending on your age. But confidence, this is where you need to level up, and you need to realize and understand that confidence and action type energy is going to be your fuel. And right now you're kind of like running on empty. So I would say, like, light a candle, get some fiery warmth. Like, even like if you're into spicy foods, eat some spicy foods. Light a fire outside if that's possible, or go visit somebody that has a fireplace, or preferably a fire outside. It's summertime, so that's even better. So if you do have anxiety, you are really good at hiding it. Or you've overcome your anxiety and people see that that's what you're doing right now, which is good. You're working on it, and it looks like you're making significant progress. It's noticeable. You're afraid, though, of becoming, like, you're afraid, though, of either portraying yourself as insecure or subjecting yourself to your insecurities and, like, having that take over again. And that's a valid fear. So it's like waking up in the morning and doing some affirmations that are going to validate how amazing you are, and even reminding yourself of the wishes that you want to grant yourself as well. What you want in your life. Because right now, there is like some blockage to that energy. Like, we need to be grounded in order to have a solid fire burning, right? I mean, unless if it's like jetpacks that you're like looking to run off of, which is not really realistic, right? We need grounded. We need solid ground. We need to be grounded. As human beings, we are earth dwellers. Get grounded. Get outside. Not concrete outside, green grass and dirt outside, or like beach, water, muddiness, dirt. Get outside and have it be for you. Have it be for, like, the sole purpose of just connecting to the ground, not doing something in the process. It's all about you, so that you can have a good solid ground to burn your awesome fire, right? And you have like all the perfect air to fuel this fire. It is within you. You just need to do the work of connecting with those other elements and balancing them out. Okay, thanks so much, Gemini, and we will move on to Cancer. Whoops. All right. So Cancer. to be a friend to Gemini. You got some Gemini energy coming through. So the Lovers, balancing your self out, whether that be your masculine and feminine energy, getting grounded, or like taking a bath, which I'm sure is probably one of your favorite things to do, being a water sign. This is the self-love card. Like, you got it. This is also a decision, a choice to love yourself, to pick you first so that you can be present in any and every situation that you encounter. And also knowing that this requires maintenance, always. Nothing is fixed. So doing that love maintenance work. And that requires some reflection. And maybe you've been doing a lot of reflection, or maybe not. So this is your cue to get in touch with you, get to know you a little bit better, take some time for yourself, and think of it as like, it's kind of like a death, but more so like an outer body experience. Like, how do you see yourself if you magically, or if you actually, you know, astral project, right? So thinking about the whole picture though, not just like looking, not just imagining yourself looking at your body. It's like looking at your whole life and all of the components of it and the direction that you see yourself moving into, and how you, and what you want to come back to first, right? What you want to focus on first. It's also a form of acknowledgement of everything that you've done up until this point, your accomplishments, everything that's brought you the honor that you deserve up until this point. Okay, so honoring yourself is allowing for less hearsay, less trash talk. You don't have to worry about other people ruining your good name, or even if you've been involved in shady activity, or if you've been dealing with people recently who are shady themselves. It's not taking over your life. And maybe that's something new and wonderful. So congratulations. It doesn't mean that your life is hunky-dory, but at least you don't have to worry about bullshit. There's less bullshit, which is good. Less is better than more when it comes to bullshit. So we have the Queen of Wands reversed though. You need to be a little bit more confident about that. I don't know who you involve yourself with, but confidence and not needing validation from others, and not needing to be, I don't know, like maybe like your codependency is kind of attached to some drama. So it can be a little bit tricky. It's almost like when things are good, it feels like there's something wrong. Don't sabotage yourself, please. Don't do it. But you need to have more confidence. Confidence in yourself. More fiery energy. And also, like, it's not even, maybe like you're fine with your confidence, but maybe you get triggered by jealousy. So just watch out for that, like what triggers you. Because the Queen of Wands reversed is very jealous and will sabotage other people. This queen can kind of ruin other people for the sake of thinking that it's going to get them ahead in the game, or just to prove some kind of fucking weird point. I don't know. I find that to be a waste of energy. I don't understand people that are like that. And not to say that I'm not, I don't experience jealousy, just never to a point where I want to sabotage and ruin other people. So I hope that's not you, because you're really just like interfering with other people's lives for nothing. It's not going to get you anywhere. It's not going to get you ahead of the game. So why would you waste your energy on that? It makes no sense to me. Don't do it. We have the Two of Pentacles. So doing your little dance of balancing money. You might have been dealing with some paycheck to paycheck lifestyle issues. Not even issues, just you can live your best paycheck to paycheck life. There's lots of people that function like that for long periods of time, and they function very well. But it's, you know, you get to a point where you want to just be able to build more. That's real. There's a bit of a lack of balance. That could be why it's paycheck to paycheck for you. That gets me thinking about your energy output, where you're directing your energy, and perhaps even like the ethics behind whatever it is that you're doing. But either way, and I like just thinking about the Lover's card that came through. That self-love. So balancing out your emotions. Like, how do you process your emotions? Do you have issues with processing your emotions? Maybe there's like some sensory stuff going on that you need to come to terms with and be a little bit more aware of. What else? It's kind of like there's stuff going on. It's just all in your head, basically, what this card is saying. That you're whatever feelings of being trapped is like a kind of like a figment of your imagination. You basically just have to kind of open up your eyes and see that there's a way out, or even feel for it. Oh my gosh. Pardon me. Even feel for a way out. You're blindfolded and bound up, but there is a way out right in front of you. You just got to feel around for it. And I would say that spiritually speaking, that will be sort of your saving grace. Others see you as being spiritually strong. They see you as a spiritual leader. They see you as a person of your word, and that you also are accountable. This could be agreements that you've made with people. Like, it's good. They see you as a good person to engage with on a business level, on a spiritual level. Sometimes the Hierophant speaks of marriage as well. July has got you worried, though, that something that you want to be done with is not going to happen. So that's, again, in your head. Get out of it. I don't know what it is that you want to be done with, but, you know, that, like, the fact that you're stuck on that, I feel like that might be what's got you caught up in some toxic activity, despite acknowledging the fact that you want to make that choice to choose the self-love route. So direction, again, confidence, direction, and coming up with a better plan on the direction that you want to take. That is, it's going to be difficult for you, but that's what you need to look at. That's what you are overlooking in your final outcome for the month of July. So really try hard not to overlook the direction that you need to take and the action that you need to take legitimately. Like, when you think about the Wands energy, it's really centered in actualizing goals. That fiery energy that gets creative projects from like the beginning to the completed stage. So July is going to be tricky when it comes to doing yourself some justice, but love will prevail. This decision to choose you, it's not going to create immediate results, but you're on the right path, which is, it ain't bad. That's for sure. So thank you so much for checking this out, Cancer. And we will move on to Leo. Children are playing video games. All right, Leo. We've got the Two of Cups reversed and the Five of Cups. So, if you are in a relationship with somebody, and this doesn't apply for everybody, but I would say it is not difficult to tell that the bad outweighs the good right now. It is very imbalanced, and you really need to try to do something about it. We have the Ace of Cups reversed. Like the cup of love is running on empty, Leo. So I don't know whatever decision you're going to make, I really hope that it is centered in you getting yourself closer to a place that you want to be. And sometimes that also means being honest with yourself. This person that you're with is taking from you. They're taking from you. They're taking your energy. They could be taking your stuff. But they could also be like robbing you of opportunities. Especially like robbing you of an opportunity to be with somebody that you deserve, right? Because you're a queen. Like, you make shit happen. You're a Queen of Pentacles to boot. Like, you're healthy. You know how to make money. Like, money is something that you're even able to help other people nurture their own capacity to make money. And part of the reason why this relationship is no good, there's like, first of all, there's like a lack of joy. It's like the thrill is gone, right? The thrill is gone. There is very limited, consistent emotional exchange. Even communication in general just might be the shits. This could be giving you the shits. Like, do you have IBS because of this shit? That's my question. Temperance reversed. So you have your own junk that you're not dealing with, or that you're really struggling to deal with. It might not be that you're not dealing with. You could totally be dealing with this shit because you're the queen. This could also be you sabotaging yourself and stealing. They might not be stealing from you. You might be robbing yourself of opportunities, or taking from them. It just like the Sun reversed and Temperance reversed and the Ace of Cups reversed. There's arguing too with this Five of Cups. And one or both of you is very stubborn, and the other one is kind of like trying to mama bear the situation. And you also, like, there's like a level of indifference that you're experiencing right now towards this person's needs towards the relationship itself, towards your own needs even. You could just be like in a bit of a state of being like ice cold, numbed out. But people see that you have the power to make shit happen for yourself and for even like community, for your family. Like you are like the master of the system, and you're able to help other people learn how to function as well. You just want your home to be happy, and you want to feel good in your body, feel good about yourself. It's totally normal. And taking the time that you need, taking some me time, maybe even going on like a little personal vacation is not a bad idea. Like, who doesn't want to do that? I would kill to do that. So if you can do it just by yourself. By yourself. So that you can, you know, get back to being this fabulous King of Pentacles, Queen of Pentacles. It doesn't necessarily have to be two people. These are aspects of yourself, like leveling up from being a nurturer to like the boss in the situation, because that's where you deserve to be, that's for sure. So really just becoming that, or at least getting away for long enough so that you can come to the realization that this is the type of individual that you want in your life, your counterpart, so that you can like run your kingdom, queendom together, right? And like you're awesome and you know it. So don't let other people limit your growth or your forward movement. That's bullshit. This relationship is holding you back. Okay? Now that's not for all of you. If it doesn't resonate, it's not for you. Okay, so moving on to Virgos. How are all the Virgos doing? Are you dealing with a Leo? Also the sun reverse. Or no, was it Leo? I think it was, anyways, it doesn't matter. So Virgos, there's a lack of consistency in your life. Why is that the case? Lack of joy, lack of consistency. This could be also wanting children. But at least like no one's trash talking you. So on a positive note, there's no real drama in your life, even though you might be feeling like melancholy. And I would say that the lack of consistency probably has to do with feeling good about your surroundings, feeling good about yourself, feeling good about what the universe has given you up until this point. And also even just so much as getting outside to get your vitamin D dose of feel-goodness, right? Again, you're robbing yourself of an opportunity somehow. What are you stealing? Who are you stealing from? Or, I don't know, it's just like you're... There's just something that you're taking. It's like you're at a loss somehow, subconsciously. So how do we rob from our own spirit? That's a good question. I say we rob from our own spirit by not expressing gratitude and connecting with Prime Source through meditation and prayer. That's how we steal from ourselves, by isolating ourselves. Because we're there's like some unhappiness, and there's also just this this unhappiness is really keeping us in a state of being easily manipulated, or almost being like psychologically in a bad spot. So dealing with your mental health is going to be where your attitude will help you. So the King of Pentacles understands the need for holistic approaches to everything. They know that it's important to be grounded. They know that it's really important to be spiritually connected and emotionally emotionally processing in a way that's effective. And then also keeping your body physically fit, or just better. Improvements. There's much room for improvement, Virgo. Like maybe you need to eat some more leafy greens, or maybe you have like a great figure, but your muscle is a little bit could be strengthened, right? Something like that. The Queen of Cups, so people see that you emotionally have your shit together, or you're able to help nurture the emotions of others. And that will only last for so long if you don't take care of yourself. You need to do that self-care. Like you might be emotionally strong, able to hold it down, but it's not going to help you if you're not dealing with yourself and you're constantly there for others. You're going to burn out, and it's really hard to come back from burnout. But you really hope to be happy, to feel good about yourself, good about your environment, your home. You may want to re-energize your space, or you really hope to re-energize with a new space. And we have the 9 here. The 9 of Pentacles. So, financial contentment. I would say it's about like wealth generating energy, the 9 of Pentacles. It's having a lot more a lot of your finances, your career under control, in a great place, in the right direction. It's like having the best foundation possible to build legacy and have assets and sustainable income. So July is about sustainability and staying on this path of no longer robbing yourself of opportunities, and sticking with focusing on your career and your health. All right, that's such a Virgo thing to do anyways, isn't it? Okay, let's move on to Libra. One second. Okay, so after this, I think, Libra, you get to be the last one. And we'll have to do everybody else tomorrow. Okay, I'm not going to pull that because Virgo just had it. And it just came through again. Anyways. Okay, we're going to go with this. So, the 9 of Pentacles reversed. You're kind of bummed out about money stuffs. Feeling like you maybe like you're not getting the right level of input for the output that you're making. You want to make more money. You feel like you deserve more money. Page of Swords. So this could be either a young person that you feel responsible for, that you are responsible for, or this could be like a certain level of mental immaturity that is your own. But either way, this is wanting to learn maybe how to make some money, perhaps even. You're not happy at home. The home front is a bit of a bummer for some reason. You might also not feel good inside of your body. That is the home of your spirit, right? So it might not necessarily be your actual physical surroundings, it's your physical self. And you're very much resistant to trying new things, which is part of your problem, I would say, in this month. It's not fixed. Remember that, Libra. So there's something holding you back from trying. We'll see what that is. Take a look at the past. The past could be what's holding you back. You've had opportunities to manifest financially. Maybe you kind of didn't take them very seriously for some reason. Because it's like you've gone above and beyond living from paycheck to paycheck in the past. So you've made some investments, but for whatever reason, they just were not, like, it just didn't really make as much money as you had anticipated you would. Wow, lots of people are getting this temperance reversed. I mean, we have, I don't know, is Saturn in retrograde? Sagittarius ruled by Saturn? I don't know. Anyways, I'm not an astrologer. I have no business. But detachment. You could be a bit clingy emotionally on some level. Maybe you're depending on other people a little bit too much for validation. That could be what you are going to be facing in the near future. Coming to terms with that. You're not really like having nightmares over this. So it's not, it's kind of like maybe at the first world problem level that you're at. So first world problems and feeling like, okay, so this is interesting. I would say that for whatever reason, like people are not acknowledging, maybe like is your circle of friends kind of indifferent towards you? It's like maybe your friends don't really give a shit about your achievements, or maybe you haven't really achieved enough and your friends are a little bit superficial, or maybe you're superficial. This could be so many things in this spot. It really, like, there's like, you know, we think about a circle and all the angles from a circle that you can look into the center. It's like infinite, right? Infinite possibilities. But yeah, it's like your friends or the people within your environment, maybe you're just they see you as mediocre on some level. Eesh. But you really hope to develop some new skills, or like come together and get healthy with a group of people, perhaps. What else can this be? This is about networking and skill development. So that, you know, for the purpose of manifesting money, but also for manifesting health. And social connections are a form of wealth. They're the form of wealth that also, like, fill your spirit and your not dopamine, what is it? Oxytocin release, right? That's the love hormone. And you don't have to worry about what other people think of you. It's not going to be an issue. So, like, get out of your own head and your stinking thinking. And really, it's going to be a challenge for you, Libra. Really take the time out. Carve out some time to really look at yourself. But again, I'm not sure this is going to happen. Like, there's a lot of reverse sword. Bro, I just keep pulling up reverse swords and reverse swords. But again, nobody's taking from you. It's almost like you are your own worst enemy. So get yourself grounded so that you can do that work of looking above yourself. And that's all I have to say about that for you, Libra. All right, Scorpio. I think I'm going to have to call it a night, folks. I was hoping to get this done in an hour, but nope. So we'll have to continue tomorrow. Thank you so much. Please do hit that like and subscribe if this resonates. And we